What's going on, everybody? So, in this video, what we're going to discuss is how to set a failsafe with a Spektrum 2.4 radio. Now, this procedure should be able to be done on most radios that are 2.4 that have a bind feature. With that said, let's get started. So, most 2.4 style radios have the ability that if they lose range, they're going to return themselves to a neutral position. So this truck is fresh out of the box. We're going to turn on our radio. We'd already turned on the truck. So we're steering. We have throttle. Now let's just say we're going down the road, full power, battery dies on the truck or what have you. We're going to turn off the radio. Now, I'm going to turn off the radio. So as you can see, it got off full power, but it just returned to neutral. So if you're doing like 40 miles an hour and this happened, God forbid, yes, you're going to get off the throttle, but now your vehicle is just going to coast. And at that speed, it's going to take a while for this vehicle to stop. So with that said, I'm going to show you how to set up the factory failsafe that is in this that is not set up from the factory. It's a very easy process. So in this demonstration, I've already pulled the screws out of the receiver box because it takes a little bit. There's only 2 of them, but still, I don't want to bore you with taking screws out. So we're going to pop the radio box cover off. Get that out of the way. Inside, you'll find a Spektrum SR310, basically meaning this is a 3-channel receiver. Now, Spektrum or losi did this quite nicely. Because this is a 3-channel receiver, you have a bind/power port. Then you have channel 1 through 3. Channel 1 being your steering, 2 being your throttle, and 3 being auxiliary. Normally like a shift channel or auxiliary steer channel like a Mosh truck or something like that. On this feature, losi powered the vehicle up through channel 3, leaving the bind port open. Now, if you have a 3-channel receiver and you're using all 3 channels because you have like a transmission that can be shifted, you could still do this. All you're going to do is disconnect the steering channel, power your radio up through the steering port. Why the steering port? Because you generally do not set a failsafe on a steering. You want brake. So what we're going to do is we're going to insert our bind plug. Now I'm going to do this off camera. I'm generally used to working on big trucks like this. It's been a while since I've worked on smaller ones like this one. So I'm not used to the limited space. So hopefully this goes well. Give me 1 second. Let me pull this vehicle off the camera, off the table, and see if I can. All right, perfect, got it. All right, bind plug is in. So this is where the procedure is going to get a little different. So all we're going to do is we're going to turn the vehicle on. And as you can see, the receiver is flashing rapidly to let us know that this is in a learn mode or a bind mode. We're then going to take our radio. In this case, we're going to use the factory radio because that's the radio I'm going to use with this truck. I'm not going to bind it to my higher end Spektrum radio because for once I want to keep one of my trucks on a separate radio, so I have the ability to drive 2 of them at the same time if, for instance, I want to race this one against a gas truck. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the receiver or the radio, and this is the bind button right here. On the other radios that have a screen, you'll have the roller on the back. Scroll down on the screen, select bind. The process is pretty much the same. So when you hold this bind button in and turn the radio on, your light is going to flash rapidly, indicating you are in a bind mode. Now, if you just want to bind your controller to the radio, all you do is turn it in bind mode, leave it alone, and it will set. But we want to set a failsafe. So we're going to hold this in, turn it on. The second this light starts to flash rapidly, we want to pull full brake. So we're going to turn it on. Flashing rapidly, hold full brake. That was my mistake because I didn't left the bind button. What not to do. Sorry about that. Holding the bind button, turn the radio on, turn it on. Second and flash, to go to the bind button, hold full brake. Now we're bound. So now, if you're going down the road, having a good time, full throttle, you lose radio, you lose battery, lose power, whatever, full brake. Same scenario. Going on the road, say your battery cover falls off under full power. Now your battery fell out. Same thing, you're going to pull full brake. So it's a very nice, easy thing to do. Nothing has to be purchased. You don't have to buy anything. It's already programmed into your vehicle. One thing you're going to want to do is pull out your bind plug. So when you shut your truck off, you don't put your vehicle back into bind mode again. So as you can see, now you're going to know that your fail-safe is active because you turn your vehicle on, you're automatically going to pull full brake because now it doesn't see the radio. As soon as you turn your radio on, you're fine. Everything is good. So all my vehicles have this. I set the fail-safe on all of them. It's an easy, cheap thing to do. The only thing I take it one step further on the fifth scale is not only does it pull full brake, I have an auxiliary kill switch which shuts the engine down as well. With that said, I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this helped a little bit. With that said, I'll catch you later. See you in the next video. Later, guys.